to spread some very damaging lies about General Khumalo to General Mkhwanazi on the 30th of September and the 1st of October. Why did that not have to wait for things to go very slowly?
What was supposed to wait?
Why were you able to sort of send your texts to General Mkhwanazi saying lies about General Khumalo and sowing suspicion between the two of them on the 30th of September? Why didn't you have to speak to General Sibiya and get your authority to do that first?
That's how I'm going to incriminate myself now.
Yeah, I think this may be the first time that you've actually asserted privilege in an appropriate context. You see, what I want to put to you, and it's been a long day, so I think we might want to end quite soon now. But what I want to put to you is there was never any investigation on your part into Mr. Matlala, none whatsoever. You were targeting General Khumalo, and you only became interested in Mr. Matlala when he was raided by SAPS members who you thought were the PKTT, and you thought arising out of that raid, you could get criminal charges brought against PKTT members and use that against General Khumalo. What's your answer to that?
No, that's not the case.
I see. My last set of questions is, I want your understanding of who is at the head of your operations, which I see as targeted as against General Khumalo rather than Mr. Matlala. It seems to me that there are three possible candidates. The first is General Sibiya, who you say was at the head of all of your operations. What's your response to that?
I should not incriminate myself.
You have said already that he was in overall charge of your operations. You recall? He replaced, when General Mfazi passed away, General Sibiya took over.
Yeah, not my operations. He took over in the space of General
Yes,
Mfazi.
but did you not understand your handler and co-handler ultimately to be reporting to General Sibiya?
I don't understand the question. Did I understand that they were reporting to General Sibiya?
Yes.
Yeah, reporting or not reporting is not my operation. It's not that now he's heading the operation.
Sorry, did you understand, well, let's take it a step at a time. Did you understand that they were reporting to General Sibiya?
No, I know they are working together. As to how they are reporting, I cannot tell. I don't know how they report.
So did you expect that General Sibiya would be kept filled in on what was coming out of your operation?
Yeah, I'm not going to let me rather not incriminate myself.
Not what you say in paragraph 28, unless I'm reading it incorrectly. Statement.
No, it's a shop.
It's the black file, Mr. Mogotsi.
Yeah, it's paragraph 28. Yes, can you repeat the question?
And did you understand that your handler and co-handler would be reporting the outcome of your operations to General Sibiya?
Yeah, and I believe the statement that's my statement.
My question is slightly different. Did you understand that General Sibiya would be briefed on the outcome of your operations?
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Why then did you need General Sibiya's permission before you could get going with your operations again?
That's incriminating myself, Jay.
Is that going to incriminate yourself?
I don't wish to incriminate. The question is, why do I want
Why was it necessary to have a meeting with General Sabia before you took matters forward in
Yeah,
September?
but it is in the statement that General Sibia was appointed in the space of General Mfaz. It's written there.
Yes.
And another statement, one of the sentences where we say there was a feeling from handlers that he was not involved in the Medicare 24 tender. Somehow he was not implicated in that.
Yes.
He would be more.
Well, let's just stop there. We have seen substantial evidence of the relationship between General Sabia and Mr. Matlala in this commission. And in particular, we've seen evidence that Mr. Matlala arranged through Sergeant Nkosi for impalas to be delivered to the home of General Sabia. Now, if you go to page 86 of the annexure bundle, BM 7.45, this is when you're in Cape Town for January the 8th.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you WhatsApp Mr. Matlala on the 8th of January at 20:57 saying, please assist with something for the guests.
That's correct.
And he doesn't get back to you, and 2 hours later you say impala, question mark.
Yes, yes.
And then there are some laughing emojis straight after that on the next page.
Yes.
Are you still seriously suggesting that you weren't aware that Mr. Matlala had delivered impalas to General Sabia?
Yeah, this I hear for the first time. As you say, people came here and gave evidence before the commission. Chairperson, ever since I left the commission last time, I don't watch the commission. I don't watch the commission at all. But the impala, this one, it was the meat, impala meat, which I thought we will have. But he didn't.
Did you know of a place in Cape Town where you could get impala meat?
No, but I thought he had in the fridge. It was ready, not the animal. The animal is now spoken by SC and Nkosi, and that I was not part of. And you can see I was laughing. It is the meat that we thought we were going to eat there.
So were you then staying in Mr. Matlala's house in Cape Town?
No.
So how was Mr. Matlala going to get hold of impala meat for you in Cape Town?
I also had Mr. Matlala maybe coming here. He'll be able to. He said he have some meat.
I see, but Mr. Matlala wasn't in Cape Town. He was staying in Joburg.
That's correct.
So from Joburg, he was going to orchestrate impala meat for your dinner that night.
No, not. I don't. The impala, the impala meat.
And where would this impala meat come from?
Like myself now at home, I have kudu and this smaller thing. Anyone can have any meat that you want.
No, you can, but
Yes.
I mean, are you able to find a place in Cape Town at 10:52 at night that can arrange for a delivery of some impala steaks?
No, is to check if maybe we'll have it tomorrow to eat. I get it, and it's now practical. There's no way you can deliver impala at 10:52.
What were you asking? That
The meat.
Yeah, you thought what? That he will cause it to be delivered to you in Cape Town?
No, we thought during Braai he'll arrange someone to give us some meat. He got wild meat. It's not only impala. That time he was referring to wild meat.
So he would arrange someone where? In Cape Town?
I don't know. He didn't tell us.
No, you thought.
Yes,
I'm not asking about him, but you're thinking. You thought the meat will come from Mr. Matlala to you. How?
Oh, no. Remember, if he has the meat either in the fridge or elsewhere, he could speak to one of his workers to say, take 5 kg, drop for these people, way.
Mr. Chaskalson is asking you, were you staying in Mr. Matlala's house? And you
No.
said no, and then he says, so you thought he would orchestrate that you get the impala meat from Johannesburg to Cape Town.
No. He had, agree he has a holiday house there. We didn't, just that we did not go there.
Okay,
He had, according to him, that meet in his house.
I see. In Cape Town.
In
the
Cape
Cape
Town.
Town house. I see.
Yes.
Okay, understand.
And what about these 2 cry with laughter emojis, one less than the 3 that you sent me? What do they mean? Why would you be crying with laughter after suggesting that he should send you impala?
Was I crying?
No, the emoji is a cry with laughter emoji at the top of page 87.
Oh, you see, he was not responding, and I said next time, then I just send him to show that I can see he was not willing to respond. Chair, which with all fairness, the SC still, he make reference to an application which was dismissed, the content. He keep on saying, I also sent him an emoji like I sent to him and what. So it prompted me to now, because I was 5 minutes late when I was outside, and still if he was present, I could not have said exactly what happened. Now he keeps on touching it so that now it comes as if I must also say, it's you who called me. It's you who said, Mafana, can you get me this on Suleiman? It's him. Now, for us not to talk about it, I'm requesting that these examples relating to that thing, because the matter has been dismissed. Yeah.
The matter has been dismissed, but I want to know what was so funny about the suggestion that Mr. Matlala would give you impala, that you sent him 2 emojis, which are the cry with laughter emojis.
Yeah, he was not responding. But like you said, I also send you. It means I love sending this stuff, Chair.
We've had an interesting time in this commission learning about the different meaning of new emojis. So that's General Sabia. The other possibility, and they're not exclusive, is possibly the Minister Mkhunu. Because all of your communications, which we've seen, are related to General Khumalo. Are you in possession of any other communications with the Minister that you can show us that don't relate to General Khumalo?
Yeah, but remember the phones now are gone. We would perhaps get something when we talk about the ANC too much. Yeah, but now there's nothing to show you now since the phones are.
And you spoke to the Minister about Mr. Matlala as someone who was going to fund him. You remember that at page 110. Foot of 110. The guy of the funding, brackets 20, is also in Joburg from Tuesday. He's the one I said has a 3 billion contract with SAPS.
Yes, I remember this, but we also dealt with this previously.
Yes. Yeah. And you told Mr. Matlala that you wanted him to fund the Minister. You remember that?
I want him to fund the Minister?
Yes.
I can't remember that.
Well, let me give you an example. Go to page 59. You see footer page 59, Mr. Matlala tells you, when you tell him to stand back for his safety in business, he says, this won't change my contribution towards the Minister though. I made a conscious decision and I'm not backing down. Whatever help the Minister needs from my side, I'll be happy to assist.
Yeah, but the question was, did I ask him to fund? He sent the
No.
message. I did not ask him.
You didn't ask. So he volunteered to fund the Minister.
Yeah, you see, this is what he said. You can say I volunteered, but I did not ask him. You can never ask funding or anything in the name of another person.
He thought that he was funding the minister, or not?
Come again?
Mr. Matlala thought he was funding the minister,
Thought
didn't
he was
he?
funding the minister. Thought he was funding the minister.
Yes.
No, in all our communication, there is no part where I say the minister wants. No. No one ever funded Minister Senzo that I know. Nobody. The guy which I thought would fund that thing, I forgot his name. He also had a small contract in subs, but he did the meeting never materialized.
I see. So it was somebody else who was funding the minister.
Never funded.
Right.
I was trying to arrange the meeting, never took place for that thing in KZN.
Let's look at the last possible candidate, General Khan.
General Khan.
Yes.
Okay.
He was being prosecuted at the time in a process which had been initiated by General Kumalo. Do you remember that?
It's correct.
The only person in crime intelligence who actually admits to any knowledge of your operation is someone who works with General Khan and says he's a very good friend. That's your co-handler.
Oh, he said that to you? No, I don't know that.
Yes, well, you can take it from us that that is what his testimony was.
Thank you, Chair.
There's no sign of you on the books of crime intelligence. We've seen that. You're not registered as an agent. You're not registered as an informant.
But I cannot comment on that.
Yes, but if your co-handler was going to be running you off the books of crime intelligence, you'd expect that he'd need someone senior to support him doing that.
You see, when you went to the hospital with you remember when you went to the hospital?
Yes, you didn't come, but your attorneys did.
Thank you, Chair.
Your attorney and counsel.
He wrote something very short, and he said, when I was registered for this particular, because the matter was sensitive, we could not be re-registered again. So it was then done manual. I don't know how they do it.
Yes, we've been trying to find that out too, but the one thing that is clear to me is that's not someone at the level of a rank of colonel will do without cover higher up. Do you accept that? That if you're going to run someone off the books, you'll want a senior officer backing you.
Yeah, but that's why he was called by General Mfazi in the first place.
Yes, but General Mfazi was long dead by this stage. Are you now saying it was General Sibia who was the one who was protecting the operation?
No. The introduction of the co-handler and General Mfazi happens on the same day, simultaneously. It was the same period. General Sibia came in after the elections, now recently, when we needed another DNC. It's the co-handler who went to talk to him, who arranged all those things. It's not me. You see, the situation is so, I don't know how to put it, Chair. A logic person will think, will ask himself, but this Brown Mogotsi, if, like you say, this does not exist, where does these things come from? Why will this man be involved in these things to the heath? It is just that when you are here, we are not being questioned the evidence or the information that we brought. What I've been doing, I'm getting to be asked about this, like Impala, my ID number, the matter in the Northwest. We don't deal with the nitty-gritties of why do we have this commission. And that's why I was so willing to come here and say, this is what happened. Now, I've also said, if it is just that now commissioners say I'm sitting here under oath and the lawyers are not talking and they have not taken an oath. I was saying there is someone who can help this commission in 2 days. He brings the file, he brings you everything that has been purchased illegally. I wish you accept that.
Well, we've asked you for the name of this person and contact details, and you won't give them.
We'll do it. Even my co-handler did tell you. He asked you, let this man come here.
No, your co-handler asked us about something completely different, which we are following up.
All right. No, thanks.
But you were asked right at the beginning of your evidence to provide names of people that the investigators can speak to about the leads that you say should have been followed, and specifically the crime intelligence complaints that you have about property. You were asked, and you said, I don't want to incriminate myself.
You mean today?
Yes.
Yeah, no, no, it's fine.
No. You were asked, and you can't 3 hours later say, well, I have that information, I can give you that person. Now is the opportunity for you to give the commission the name of the person that you say the commission should speak to, who you say will come here or can come here with files. Not through your attorneys. They are not testifying. You are the witness that's making the allegation, remember. You're the one in the witness box that has made the allegation the last time you appeared and today, that there are these properties, crime intelligence, investigate them. The simple question you were asked is, okay, give us a name so that we know who to talk to. You said, I don't want to incriminate myself.
Okay, no, I remember. Let me not incriminate myself, Chair. But what I did say is still here. The title deed, the amount of the property, the person whom the property is registered on. It's here, it's with the commission. At least if you could start there.
Can I understand this? You are refusing to give a name of the person that will assist the commission to find out more about these properties that you say crime intelligence bought, used money bought and registered in the name of somebody's daughter. You want us to investigate that, but you're refusing to give the name of the person who you say can come here, has got files and documents. Because that's what you said. You said there's someone who's got files and documents and they can come here. And I'm now asking you the simple question. You are refusing to give the name of that person.
But, Chair, I think what the commission is, this I have said before. If General Kumalo is the head of crime intelligence, it means he also signed. I said Lushaba, the Major General, is the CFO of the crime intelligence. It means he also signed. Now, if we're able to go to so many bank statements, so many people, including myself, all of us, can't we get the statement of the crime intelligence? Here's the property name. It has a date of transfer and the amount of money that has been paid. Can this be pursued? Because I'm saying this, Commissioner, because I spoke of an informant who was in the operation and pretended to have passed on, and money was claimed. He was given 50,000. I gave the name of the police who wanted to accompany the handler to meet the informant. After meeting, 3 days later, the informant was killed.
Yes, Mr. Mogotsi, let me stop you. You have said, as you're sitting there,
Yes.
there's someone who has files and documents, and you keep repeating it. That's why I'm talking to you about it. Otherwise, we would all have gone home by now.
Okay,
You keep repeating it. You say investigate that. There's nothing wrong with you saying that. Saying investigate it. You get asked. No, in fact, before you get asked, you say there is a person who, if you talk to them, they will come here with files and documents. You said that.
Yes.
And Mr. Chaskalson and now me have said, give us the name. You say, speak to my attorney. So you do have a name, right? When you say, speak to my attorneys, and I say, we can't speak to your attorneys because they're not testifying. They're not the ones that make the allegation. You make the allegation in the witness box. Give us the name. You can say, I refuse to give you the name. Because I understand you to be refusing to give the name, and I would like it to come from your mouth that you refuse to give us the name, then we'll leave this topic.
No, we can't leave the topic, Commissioner. It is, the rules are being read. Once we have taken an oath, you cannot refuse.
So give us the name, Mr. Mogotsi.
It's the same as, I'll give the name, and
Please
I wish,
do.
I'll write it down also.
Please
I'll
do.
that.
Yeah, maybe let's cut through this.
All right.
You can write the name down,
Right.
give it to Mr. Chaskalson. You've given him something to start with, to
I'll do
investigate,
that.
someone to talk to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
At least, thank you so much. No problem. This one is alive.
It's always a help when you have to ask them questions. It's a name I know. I'm happy if you want to destroy that so that it goes no further. I will remember that name. I know that name.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mogotsi.
Chair, it's 6 o'clock on a Friday. I don't have any further questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chaskalson.